Hey, Bunny. What's up? Happy Monday. How are you? How you doing? Um, I was thinking about you the other day. I didn't think too deeply, but you like just crossed my mind. I was like, oh, like Bunny. I wonder how she's doing. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Um, yeah, it's been a while, huh? I was just gonna sit here and read a little news and drink my Capri Sun. Just waiting for people to trickle in. Um, some shit has happened over the weekend. What happened? It feels a little daunting. What did Bunny do? Not like bad Bunny, but like, what's going on? Like, was it a dude? Was it a dude? Do I have to go beat somebody up? Because I will for you, okay? Energetically. Wow. I don't know what it is about a Capri Sun. Just brings back childhood memories. For me at least. But we would always get the what was it, the Pacific cooler? Or I think Pacific cooler was the cool one. Hey Renoa, what's up? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's up? Happy Monday. What's up? How you doing? I'm good. I'm much better than I was before. I think yeah, we had like a conversation like after I had gone offline and we were just kind of typing and chatting. Yeah. What's up? Good to see your beautiful face again. Good to see you too and hear from you. How things been going? A situation with Jonathan that made me set boundaries, put walls up. Right. I had to do the dramatic. Uh huh. Right. It's like sorry, because his energy is just like every time you ask about him, it's just like, hmm. Sorry, I'm not endorsing Capri Sun. Just I know. Um, I'm curious about this place I'm going to go and see tomorrow. It's a rental, but I wonder if it's the one that we're going to end up in, or if there's another one out there. I don't know. Well, let's let's see. Where is it? Is it oh yeah, because you guys are looking for a new home. I remember. I because there's a few of you here who are kind of looking for new homes. But yeah, let's see. Um this is the one I'm gonna end up in. Yeah, I don't know. Um, but hopefully it's somewhere. Tell me this was March or April. Okay, I'm trying to think if I remember. I think I vaguely remember. Sorry, my memory's been a little, you know, I don't even know how to describe how my memory's been. Not like I've been losing memories, but it's just like trying to keep everything in order. And it's like I know this happened, but I don't know. I think the timelines have been changing. The timelines have been merging. Spiritually speaking. But yeah, and I think we've done a lot of time jumps and dimensional shifts, especially over the month of November. I don't know if anybody experienced what I experienced over this past month, but things have been strange. Let's just say that. A movie disappeared. And that's usually what happens when there's a big change when somebody does time traveling and changes something big. Usually things disappear. I know y'all have heard of the Mandela effect. That usually happens. The Mandela effect usually happens when an entity, in this case, it's the source of our creation, Mother and Father God, and also the extraterrestrials and the angels that they've been working with. These are the messages I've been getting, but they've changed timelines. They completely shifted a whole movie. Tell me something before you look this up. Bunny and Renoa. One, two, your memory is been foggy, right? So I've been so damn tired and exhausted, probably. Because I think a lot of people are coming in here like, man, like, yeah, I'm tired too. And like, I'm having a hard time with memory, like abnormally exhausted. You see why I haven't been on here for a while? Like, I'd be like, all right, I gotta go live. Like, and just like, all right, I'll try it tomorrow. I've been like trying. That's a whole conversation exactly. But yeah, like yeah, before you look this up, Renoa, I want you to tell me if you have ever heard of a movie called Point Break. Both of y'all, all three of y'all, you two, y'all, don't look it up yet. I'm encouraging you. Please don't look this up yet. But have you ever heard of a movie called Point Break? Just tell me if you've heard of it and tell me what the synopsis is if you've ever heard of that movie. Please don't look it up yet. Okay. Whole conversation. I've been getting astral travel experiences and weird downloads. Yes, downloads are, oh my gosh. It's like it's exhilarating, the downloads and the light codes that we've been getting, because Earth is so far behind on everything. This is one of the planets in the universe that like has we've been trying to get planet Earth to ascend, but it's taken humans forever. And so they have had to change a lot of things, and we had to use old light codes, like very ancient light codes, in order to wake up humanity, because like the new light codes were just of a too high of a vibration. So we had to start with something really basic, like it. And when I received the download, it was like really metallic, and I was like, what? Like I could taste metal, and it's like, oh, is it COVID? And it's just like, well, no, I don't have COVID, but like I could taste metal, I could smell metal, I could feel like computer codes like all around me. That's how ancient it was. Because when you get new light codes, you don't even feel it. It just kind of washes over you, and you might spend a day or two in bed or something like that, or there's a shift, you change your job or whatever, but these were old light codes that we needed, that humanity has just been like not getting the new ones anyway. um uh, don't know, greetings to you, Tony. Mandela effect is a whole conversation in itself. I love the Mandela effect because that it proves that there's somebody time traveling, somebody going back and changing things, and that butterfly effect is real. You step on one butterfly, a whole slew of things are going to change. Let's see. I feel like I have heard of it. No, never. Okay, y'all haven't heard of the movie Point Break. Okay. I'm not sure of the plot specifics, but it sounds familiar. What do you think it was about? And not, I don't need a whole synopsis, but like, what do you think it was about? Was it about tarot cards? Was it about cell phones? Like, I mean, what do you think it was about before you look it up? Please don't look it up yet. I'm not sure if I've gotten any downloads. I don't know how to tell if I have or not. Usually when you get downloads in, Renault, you're pretty far along on your spiritual journey. I think all three of you are. Um, uh, but yeah, the way that you can tell if you're getting a download, it's like ascension symptoms. You might get really tired. You might get a little nauseous. Let's see what else. 11:11 on the clock. What else did I experience? I got tired. I got nauseous. A foggy memory even, and like sudden shifts and changes. Like I really feel like I need to change my job, or I really feel like I've been needing to move out, and like now I need to do it. Like taking those sudden movements, having your interests changing. Okay, and it definitely getting tired. Definitely getting tired. Okay. Um. Uh, so if you've been getting tired and you said you were exhausted, Renoa, it's probably 9 times out of 10 you're probably getting a download. You've probably been getting downloads. And those of us who are far along on our spiritual journey, we're just used to getting them, okay? And we get them. Let's see. Yep, I felt myself going up in an elevator, seeing windows pass by as I ascended and I saw a spaceship explode. You've been getting some downloads, Bunny. You've definitely been getting some downloads. And you've been astral traveling. You already know that, but like the ETs, the extraterrestrials, they are all around our planet. They are all in the atmosphere, outside of the atmosphere. They're in orbit. We can't see them with the naked eye. I mean, most humans can't see them with the naked eye. But their energies have kind of been sauntering around my house. It's really awesome. I feel like it was about technology and a break in the timeline. Right. It that was part of it. Do any of you any others of you, cuz I want to talk about this before y'all go to look it up. Have y'all seen the movie Point Break or heard of the movie Point Break? And if you have, let me know what you remember about the movie. Um Hey, Katie K, what's up? I was in someone's bedroom in the ceiling hearing music. I don't know, man. Whew. That could have been a slew of things. But I hope you're writing your stuff down, Bunny. Hope you're writing down these astral experiences because they need to be written down. Everybody having them. Um, let's see. Hi, Katie K. Sounds like I dropped in at the right time. Yes, Katie, please let me know if you've ever seen the movie Point Break or heard of it. I've always referred to them as the grays, the extraterrestrials. Yes, there are so many grays outside of our planet. There's so many grays in orbit around our planet, around the atmosphere. There are actually grays here on the planet, and we're not supposed to bother them. Most people are smart enough to not go into Area 51 and to not go into, those desolate places in Nevada, but that's where they are. And they're buried in the, not buried, but they're underground and they're doing their work there. A lot of them needed to work on ascension, and they're working on their ascension there. And it's very important that we don't bother them because I think there have been some humans who have tried to go and bother them, and they had really bad experiences. So just be aware if you're wanting to go into Area 51, like just don't, or those desolate places in Nevada. Yes. So yes, Jatoni, you have seen Point Break or heard of it. Tell me what you remember about it. Um, let's see. Okay, Bunny's never seen Point Break. Because do you do mediumship type things? Yeah. Um, I do pretty much everything. As far as like reading and connecting in with the energy, like connecting in with loved ones who have passed. I can do that. Um, yeah, I do mediumship type things. Uh, yeah, I talk to ancestors. I talk to people who have passed, your grandmother, grandfather, your brother, some people's kids. I mean, yeah, I do that kind of stuff. Hello, Ja. Yes, I seen Point Break, but it was so long ago. I only remember Keanu was going through it. Keanu Reeves, right, was going through it. Um, No. What are you knowing at? Ja. And y'all remember to scrub. I know you guys are probably wanting to hear the conversation, but remember to scrub all the way to the end, um, so that we can be caught up and live together, right? Um, but yeah, I remember Keanu was going through it. Yep, that's the guy. Oh gosh. I want you guys, and I know you guys are like, well, I want to go look it up. Okay, because what I remember, oh, I feel like my mom has been trying to communicate with me, and apparently I'm not mentally ready to hear her, or she doesn't have enough energy to reach me yet, and it's been making me anxious. Okay. And so she's appearing to multiple people around my circle. Okay, so she's trying to get your attention. And I'm assuming she's passed away, right? Let me know. Unless she's alive and you just feel like she's trying to connect you. Wow, I'm so watching this tomorrow. You just looked it up. Um, yes, okay. She's passed away. Okay, like Area 51. Um, yes, where the Greys are, and there were bases there, but you know, uh, they don't do too much work there anymore because there's just been some strange stuff happening. Um, 36 hours after my son was born, I lost her. Okay, I feel like you've told me that before. Oh, hi, look, I got a 51-5-1 synchronicity. But yeah, wow. Yeah. And I can totally do mediumship there. You never saw Point Break. Hey, Stacy. Good to see you too. Was praying for y'all. Sheesh, I know. Thank you for the prayers. But yeah. Um, have you ever seen the movie Point Break or heard of the movie Point Break? Um, yeah, man. I still can't believe that it completely changed. This whole movie completely changed. No, man. And everybody I'm talking to is like, I've never seen it before. Yo, let me tell you, Point Break, originally, like in the 90s, it was a movie about space. And what Renault was talking about, breaking timelines and like time shift, and like how things can be like kind of strange. I know you guys have maybe heard of Event Horizon. um I guess it was similar to that movie, but yeah, it's a movie about space, and they're like, I don't know if they're changing timelines or what. It's been a long time. When I was younger, I saw parts of it, and I think like Sigourney Weaver was in that movie. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver was in that movie. And yeah, literally a movie about space and changing timelines and stuff like that. This movie literally disappeared. This is like one of the biggest, and this is what the ETs and my guides have been telling me. This is one of the biggest shifts, one of the biggest Mandela effects that has ever occurred in the history of humanity, other than Nelson Mandela. The fact that he died in 1989 in a South African prison, and then suddenly he's like alive, and he didn't die until like 2013 or something like that. Okay. So that movie shifted. If you look up the movie Point Break, it's a movie about surfer robbers. And I'm sitting here like, that is not Point Break. When it first happened and the movie disappeared in the beginning of this of November, because November, whew, y'all, the whole month has been strange. I don't know what y'all have been experiencing, and I know it's hard for people to talk about this stuff because it's like it's happening inside my head and I could be crazy. Okay? But just remember that you're not the only person that spiritual experiences are happening to, and you're not the only person that telepathic experiences are happening to as well. Okay? And so yeah, the whole movie changed because my twin, he's about 29 years older than me, and he saw that movie, and it was one of his favorite movies. And so after all of this timeline shift work that has been happening, and we're like sitting here observing it, and the angels and our guides are like talking to us and telling us all this stuff that's happening, and we're like Point Break, okay, yeah, Point Break, the movie about space, and they were over there, like, they were changing timelines, and they were trying to gosh, and see, he doesn't even remember like completely, but he knows that it was about space. They were it's almost like there were things that were repeating, and they were trying to change um a timeline, or the timeline like kept changing. They were trying to figure out the right place for the timeline. It was something, but it was happening in space. Um, but yeah, the whole movie like just disappeared. And when we looked it up, it was like a gang of surfer robbers. We're like, that's not what this movie is about. Okay, and so these are the Mandela effects that are happening now. Okay, and let's see, they've got a 2015 version of Point Break. Training job. Oh, with the FBI. Okay, so this is what you're talking about, Katie. Let's see. I didn't see the movie. Right. I believe it. I see my granny in my dream, and a traffic sign, and I looked the name up, and it was in Georgia. Okay, so you've seen your granny in a dream and a traffic sign, and you looked the name up, and it was in Georgia, right? So I hope you're following that synchronicity, the way that your heart feels like it needs to follow, whether you need to do some research or, go take a trip to Georgia. Wait, not Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, no, that was the 2015 one, which once again appeared out of nowhere because I've never heard of this movie. There was one movie, called Point Break about space. You know, man, whew, things have just been like really, 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 really strange. And if you look it up, like Point Break about space, nothing. Silliest classic ever. Are there two versions of Point Break? Is Val Kilmer in Point Break? See, all these questions. Like, 2015 film is a remake of the 1991 film of the same name. Man, whole movie just disappeared. Bank robbing surfers. Sorry. Ooh. Let's see. The train that got bombed. I was on it, I believe, 2 years ago. The train in the UK. So you're saying you felt like you were on that train? Now, did you die? No, and we're talking about timelines here. So the train in the UK that got bombed, you said 2 years ago? I remember hearing about that. That was a big thing. And uh you were on it and nothing happened when you were on it. but then you looked up some news and that's the train that got bombed. I'm telling y'all, timelines have been shifting. So if y'all are sitting here like, this is crazy, Michaela, just either get out of here or like I mean, I don't know. I don't know because timeline shifts are real and they're happening more and more often because humans need to wake up. And we all thought that we were woke. Like a lot of us are like, "Yeah, man, I've been working on this spiritual journey for 15, 20 years." But there's more. And we have to start disclosing about this strange stuff that happens. And this stuff, believe me, this stuff is happening to people who are in the public eye as well. I'm not saying any names, but this stuff is happening to people who are in the public eye, and they have the platform to disclose. A lot of people are just scared to. A lot of people are scared to talk about the fact that they can hear each other telepathically. Trinity is, well, that's messed me up because the plot was always the same for me. Okay. Um, December was the kicker for me. I'm stabilizing now after running around like Chicken Little. Yeah. But I'm glad you're starting to stabilize because I know the purge, you had to deal with a purge, right? I know that was a little rough. My twin's been dealing with the masculine purge too. Any masculines in the room or in your lives, people, just hold space for them. Hold space for your masculine because the male toxicity is healing. It is getting out of the system. Okay, the patriarchy is dying. Men being only macho and being out of touch with their emotions is dying. And there are men who are starting to like just become overwhelmed and start bawling and crying like, I never got to cry, right? Because you were told that you weren't supposed to. So any masculines in your life, whether they're your kids or your cousins, nieces, nephews, uncles, brothers, sister, or uncle, brother, sister, I mean, that hold space for them, your husbands, your boyfriends, your partners. Hold space for these people, for the men in your life. Okay, they are going through it and it's not easy for them. Okay. Not easy for all of them. Let's see. Does that mean we've been talking across timelines or I mean, did I change the timelines? So the timelines have just been shifting. And talking across timelines, um there are going to be people who just don't remember the movie. There are people who haven't seen the movie, who didn't see the movie as it originally was. And there are going to be people who just forget it because that's just a part of the Mandela effect. That's a part of time travel and timeline shifting. Is that usually the masses forget what the other thing was. Just like any Mandela effect, like the Monopoly guy. I was raised with the Monopoly man having a monocle, and now the Monopoly man has no monocle. And so many others. Y'all could look it up. There's whole websites dedicated to it. I want to find the movie now. The actual Point Break, the one about space. I wish I could find it. I wish I could find it. I really wish I could find it, yo. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who knew that movie. There were people who starred in that movie who are just like, yeah, that. How is that movie different? You see, they just confirmed a parallel dimension, but it's dinosaurs on it. On this parallel dimension, I had a dream last night that I was trying to sneak a dinosaur. I kid you not. Stacy, if you're still in the room, I had a dream last night that I was trying to sneak a dinosaur like across some kind of what's it called? Uh between states, the country borders. I was like trying to sneak like a whole ass dinosaur across a border. I had it like covered in this tarp and I was trying to like push it across this river, which on the other side was like another country or something. Which is so strange. Like this is why I'm just talking, because like y'all are saying stuff that like so strange. Um Dinosaurs on this parallel dimension, seen it in my dream. Also, my daughter asked me if dinosaurs were real. You see how timelines are changing? Me and Stacy have never met in person. We've talked on here, but how is it that we're having visions and what is it, like premonitions and confirmations about similar things? Okay, y'all, I'm telling you, we're all coming closer together. No, I didn't die. I believe the train got bombed in the recent UK Bowl. Yeah. Yet the the dream was 2 years ago. Interesting. And interesting that you're bringing it up now, because I just had this dream last night. Not the same dream, I'm sure, but yeah, about the dinosaurs. Man, a woman walked past me talking about how she realized a while building had shifted, and she knew she shifted timelines exactly, because they go and change little tiny things. I was watching Encanto with my son. I could have sworn Mirabel's glasses were blue. They're green now. And I'm like, maybe I just was mixing up the color with her skirt. I really thought that they were blue, but um uh, you realize a whole building has shifted. I'm telling you, it happens. We are not just these little humans that that everything is just normal and supernatural things don't happen. Supernatural things happen every day. It's a shame that some people ignore it. We don't, usually, people like us, but a lot of people are just like, nope, it's not happening. It's like, oh really? 33:22 on the clock. My dreams, as I've gotten more awakened, have gotten more closer to actual date instead of 2 years ahead. Interesting. So like your premonitions are getting closer and more like on point. I'll get to hear it regarding the toxicity. Yes, that's a big cleanup that we've been doing, that I've been helping with on the astral realms. I know a lot of you have been. Even if you think you aren't, you're probably helping. How do you rob a bank with a surfboard, right? That's my question. Like, rob a bank with a surfboard, and it's like I haven't seen the movie, but it's like that can't possibly be anything like super interesting. And it's like, I don't know, and maybe it is, but it's just like, I mean, well, anything with Keanu Reeves is pretty interesting. But I mean, the synopsis, like, it just doesn't seem like something I would want to watch. Monopoly Dude had always had a monocle for me too. But let's see. Hey, Google, show me a picture of the Monopoly Man.
Showing pictures that match.
Right. No monocle on this one. But your boy, he's got a monocle. These are little fake Monopoly men. They've got monocles. But the regular, no monocle. But when I was growing up, just like you said, Renoa, your boy had a monocle. Okay. And look, and here's other little versions, like a little kid dressed up. And then here's another little version. I mean, it's not the one, but man, I love Mandela effects. It just lets me know that we're not alone. Let's see. Had a monocle for me too. Yeah, for me too. Exactly. Don't go stealing dinosaurs. Exactly. I don't know what I was doing. Hey, Cassandra, I see your Cash App. Go ahead and put your questions in. And I see you too, Renoa. Okay, mediumship reading, and let me know what you wanted on. Is it just about your mom? Let me know, okay? I say, hey, this was like 2 months ago before they just announced it last week. Okay, is this about the train? Or is it about dinosaurs? Let me know. See, we're jumping timelines right now. Hey, Cassandra. OMG, I just realized, didn't the validate quantum entanglement? Didn't they validate quantum entanglement like a month ago? A little, yeah. Here recently, that was like a conversation that was had in the public eye. I don't think a lot of people picked up on it or read that that journal. I didn't read the journal, but I've heard of that. I'm pretty sure I like scrolled past it. We have resets all the time. The cleanup is real. In case you're wondering, we are redoing our lives all over again, kind of thinking 5-year cycles. I think the cycles vary person to person, experience to experience, but that's pretty much what's happening. We're having cleanup. That's why a lot of people are just going around in cycles, because you have to deliberately get yourself out of the cycle. You have to change your thinking. You got to change your mindset. You got to change the way that you approach things, change your perspective. And that's how you get out of that cycle. If any of you are experiencing, why does it feel like the exact same thing is happening over and over again? Yes. Good mediumship reading. My mama just pulled out our old school Monopoly board for Turkey Day with the gold pieces. And yes, he got the eye thing on. Exactly. And mainly, but anyone who may come in for me is welcome. Okay. The dino, okay. I'm saying don't go stealing dinosaurs. Exactly. I think it's an experience, a difference person to person, definitely. Okay, Renoa. Let's see what's going on. Let's see, Renoa. Who may come in for me? Okay. Who will you have, Renoa? No. Doda wants to come join us. I knew it. This is coming. It is coming from your mother, and that was kind of a kind of a given that was going to happen. But this is coming in from your mother. The 6 of Wands. She's trying to make you aware of your success, and I know it's like I haven't been feeling that way here recently. This is why she keeps coming around to you and around to the people who are connected with you. Okay, she's trying to make it clear you have something underneath the surface, something that you've been like carrying around, but you've been disregarding it. You've been looking at it as a burden. It's not a burden. This is something that she talks to you about when you were a child. This is something she talks to you about, like, growing up. And even growing up, it didn't seem like it was like this huge thing. And it's like, oh, that's just something my mom always says, or, oh yeah, we talked about that and whatever. That's my mom being annoying. That's the kind of stuff that she's trying to make you aware of. And not like, oh, just remember what I said while you were growing up. But no, like, this is a part of your purpose. And this is actually something. And she's like, and this is actually something that you're supposed to be doing, something that you can take action on and will be successful with. This is something that cannot be said publicly, okay? Because this is yours. And if we say it publicly, then other people have access to it. And then, what's the fun in that? Okay? And so this, yeah. Yeah. Mikaela. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what? Yeah. The first thought, the initial, that one. That one. She's like, I feel like I know what she's talking about, but I'm freaking out. This is why I work. this is why this is my job. But respectfully, humbly. Also, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Wake up out of this stupor. This has nothing to do with relationships. Is she in my space right now? She's always in your space, and like you see this face, that's the face that she's making. And like, have you seen this face before? Like, oh come on, like, it's like she's like, I've made this face millions of times, okay, because I'm inquisitive, and I'm curious, and I'm logical, and I'm analytical, and like I like things laid out for me, and I like it to be practical. Okay, but she's like, I'm on the higher realms now though. And so it's not as practical, but what is practical is what has been there for you and with you the whole time that you're kind of ignoring. Okay, and so she's hoping that you wake up kind of out of this stupor, go back and look at your childhood and analyze your childhood and your teenage years. Okay, analyze your childhood and your teenage years to see what that thing is that you were so close to that you kind of let go to the wayside. Okay, the Empress, goddess of the earth. Okay, goddess of the earth. This is what she's hoping that you exude, but she's also asking you to take on this endeavor with unconditional love, and try not to focus on one side of it. Try not to focus on only the money of it. Try not to focus on just the emotion of it. Focus on all four of your bodies: mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Okay, all four of your bodies need to go into this project, into this new endeavor, because it's going to be more than a project, because we need you. Okay, she's saying your ego has been getting in the way because you're so very worried and concerned about doing the earthly things. Don't be so earthly anymore right now. Look, hold up. Ego is getting in the way of your money, because this is something that will make money. But remember, all four bodies, and it's not just about the money. It's really about helping the people. What's underneath of it? Yeah, it's about helping the people. It's about changing the people's perspective so they can start over again and go to a brand new place full of possibility. Okay, take it how it resonates. Let's see. Why don't go chasing what else came through? But was replaced with dinosaurs. Exactly. Oh man. Full moon energy. I did have a celebrity representative of a Gemini hold my hand and explain about hidden aspects of myself I had to integrate. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Look at your title, say 3 questions for 2222. Change people's perspective for possibility. Confirmation. Exactly. Thank you. Because that's a good idea. Because I mean, typically that's the most fair. And plus, 44 on the clock. Y'all know that you can use 1 or 2 questions and save another one for later. I put you on my list. Okay. Renault's reading resonates with Cassandra. Wow. Nice. Hey, Anna. Let's see. Cassandra. Okay, what is the best course of action for your job? Let's get Cassandra's energy on the cards. I missed y'all so much, BT Dubs. Cassandra's energy on the cards. Cassandra on. What is the best course of action? Excuse me. A yawn. What's the best course of action for her job? What is in her highest good? What is the best course of action? Highest good for Cassandra at her job. Spirit. What is the highest good for Cassandra at her job? Okay. To stay put. I know. And it's just like, oh, things are kind of getting hard. And it's I can do it. But and you kind of see the energy. Okay. Best course of action is to enjoy yourself and to stay the course, because the last thing you want to do when the 9 of Pentacles shows up is give up, because this means you're about to reap something. And I know it's like, how am I about to reap something when like I feel like this way, or I feel these certain low vibrations, or it just seems like this just isn't the right. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Temperance. Randomly with the awakening card, with the judgment card. Okay, beyond illusion. All right, so stay put is literally what spirit is saying, what your higher self is saying. Okay, because there is a way to integrate this job and this career into your life, for the higher good. I mean, not just for the higher good, but a way to integrate it into your life, kind of for your lower good. And I know it's like, I mean, do we want to do things for our lower good? Our lower good is have money, pay the bills. That's our lower good. The higher good is all the spiritual stuff and deep purpose. Okay, but this work is good for the balance, for the basic stuff, and it's also, and I know it's like, but I don't feel that way. It's also going to be feeding your higher good here soon. Okay, please stay the course. I know. Because I'm literally feeling you, and it's like, it feels like I should do the opposite. Well, let's get into your next question. How do I switch into a career and I love that it's lucrative? What do I need to do? Okay, what does Cassandra need to do for a career she loves and that is lucrative? For a career she loves that is lucrative. Got the Empress card. Uh, uh be where you are. Okay, and find a certain sense of stability where you are. Give unconditional love to your work. It's going to transform over the next 3 to 4 months here. Okay. And I know it's like as humans, we're just like, can we just like have the magic happen like right now? That's not always the case. Okay. Sometimes we have to let things stew. Sometimes we have to go through our cycles in order to see why feeling negative about this thing was a positive thing. Okay, do some shadow work about your career and how to make it more lucrative. Because where you are, Cassandra, I know you're like, I want to change careers, because I keep hearing you say it. I keep feeling it. Like it's not even really in your heart. It's like almost in your throat, almost like you're kind of choking on your words, and it may not like feel like it. Have you been having throat blockages? Has your throat been scratchy, or kind of felt like kind of a lump in your throat or something like that? I'm not a doctor. It's not any kind of medical diagnosis. Please make sure you're connecting and reaching out to your medical team for the professional information. Everything I'm saying is straight from spirit. Okay. But if you've been having that feeling in your throat, there's a blockage there. Okay. There's a blockage about you speaking. And so you need to be speaking your truth in this work that you're doing. Not necessarily to the people that you're working with, but for yourself. Okay. And this is how you help people in this field. And this is how it feels like you have purpose when you are speaking your truth. And your truth in this situation doesn't seem like pop off, pop off, pop off, and I'm going to get fired. This seems more like, so this seems like best practices, or this is like the best way to do this, or hey, manager, can I talk to you about something? I've been noticing trends. Okay. And during this time of the day, we have certain peaks where we should be selling this instead of this. Okay. Take it how it resonates. I'm just giving you an analogy, but feel into your work. Give your work unconditional love. Okay. And become the empress of your work. All right. Because there's a way to raise the vibration of this work. Okay. Now, with the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the way that you make this more lucrative, and not just money lucrative, but like lucrative for you, is by leaving behind any old emotions that you have about this job, because it seems like a lot of the emotions have the tendency to run high, especially when management, or when other coworkers or other fields or other departments are kind of giving you heat, or kind of like breathing down your neck. And you're like, I'm literally trying to do my job. Like, okay. But whatever the emotional situation is, walk away from that and try to find a way to balance it and become more emotionally intelligent about those things. And in the process, you're going to end up teaching these people how to be emotionally intelligent. Okay. Even your management team. And I'm seeing them like, that's interesting the way she carried that. Like, or that's interesting the way that she swung that. Okay. I'm also seeing like investors and people that you want to collaborate with. Okay. Okay, so how do I switch into spiritual love? Love where you're at right now. Unconditional love, and leave all those old emotions behind, because leaving the old emotions behind is going to help you to take action on getting more of your ideas out there, and getting more people to hear and understand and relate to your ideas. I think with question one, I need to know if I should be practical, safe, or do something risky where you are at right now. Let's see. Yeah, but I see you said read the second post, but where you're at, should I be practical, safe, or do something risky where you are at? Practical, safe is the best for now. Okay, that's why I said stay put. Let's see. I don't understand what she's trying to tell me. Okay, and so Renoa, that was basically look into your past. Think about those things that you liked to do as a child. And it's almost like she's asking you to piece it together. Okay? To pull these different parts of yourself, to pull these different puzzle pieces of yourself together in order to create this next step, in order to create this project. And again, it's more than a project. Okay? It's something that you've like kind of pushed to the wayside. It's like, oh, that's a hobby, or that's something that's not okay. You need to pull that out again. I say, oh, that's really conversation. How long are you gonna be on here? I'm gonna be here probably for another 7 minutes, because I'm just doing an hour tonight because I'm already starting to feel a little tired. Did you get a payment? Or yes, I got your payment, so I see that. I was going to email you, but I was thinking of emailing you tonight. I was about to do that. I just saw you on here. Yes. Yes, my throat has been a little weird, and I know I'm blocked. Yeah, I want to put in grievance to my supervisor for intimidation and harassment, and I'm just tired. Speak up. I know it's tiring. I have lawsuits to file, and I'm just like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, this is so tiring, and like, I have to file a lawsuit because if I don't, then other people are gonna get hurt, So inside, I want to do it. I feel like that means honoring myself, but people are telling me it's not the smartest for me to do. The smartest thing to do is honor yourself. Always. Unless you feel like you're being narcissistic, unless it's just like, well, everybody should be honoring me. And like, here's my grievance. Everybody should bow when I come into the building. Okay? I mean, and I know it's not like because I know that's not your grievance. But if it's like, I feel hurt, I feel intimidated and harassed, like you said here, and this is, I need to say this. Speak up. If you get fired, that's what's supposed to happen. If you don't get fired, that's what's supposed to happen. Okay? But it doesn't look like there's like any firing that's gonna be happening here. Okay, take our resumes, and you're gonna have to let me know how it goes. Okay, but even if you do like get fired, like that's just what's supposed to happen. Okay, but I wouldn't worry about that. And like, gosh, this is the whole thing about expressing yourself. People are scared to, like, it sounds like people are like, oh no, don't say anything because you're what do they say? Yeah, because it's not the smartest thing to do. Yeah, they're saying it's not the smartest thing to do. But it is the smartest thing to do, 55 on the clock, because that's you refining your own personal power. That's you stepping into your power. Okay, expressing yourself and expressing the fact that someone has harassed and intimidated you. Okay, honor yourself. Okay, Anna's got some questions. Honoring myself is to put in the grievance. All right. And that's different for me to do. Yes, I feel that too. What happens is what's supposed to happen. Exactly. And there's always going to be a better opportunity out there. And what it looks like is that there are going to be a whole bunch of shifts and changes in your space, in your workspace after that happens. Okay. 100th monkeys are needed. And calling you a monkey, that's not a bad thing coming from me. Calling you a 100th monkey, that's a good thing, because people at your job are scared to put in grievances. And there needs to be a bold person who just does it and sets off a domino effect. Okay, for sure. On. I'm gonna try to start going live again every night, y'all. Like, it's just, everything has just been like, okay. Let's see. And Cassandra, you have one more question left. You've only asked me 2 questions, I think. Okay. 1 and 2. So you have a third question since you did 22. I would say a third question for later. Okay, for sure. Let me go and put you on my list right now so I don't forget. Okay. I got all of these. I'll be having like sticky notes that are like, what the heck was I typing? I feel like I'll be waking up in the middle of the night typing sticky notes. I mean, not all of my sticky notes, but like sometimes. Okay. And okay, has one question. Use your voice cast. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Anna. What's coming for Anna and Christopher this week? For Anna. What's coming for Anna and Christopher this week? For Anna and Christopher. Anna and Christopher. What are you? Anna and Christopher, what we have? Them know what's coming for Anna and Christopher this week. Anna and Christopher this week. Looks like y'all are still kind of stuck in a loop, and it's him a lot. And you've got a little bit of a loop going on here as well. Okay, and so you guys are going to be experiencing some kind of perceived trap. Okay, a mental cycle. And it looks like this cycle is probably about a week long. It looks like Spirit is saying it's about 7 to 10 days long, this cycle that y'all are in. And y'all are going around the same cycle, okay, in order to transform. Here's some homework. If you feel the need to do it, whenever you feel the need to do it, Anna, recognize your cycles. Recognize, when I get upset, not me, but when you get upset, when I get upset, when I get angry, or when I get happy, or when I get sad, or when I get stressed out. Okay. Journal for about a week or 10 days. And it doesn't have to be dear journal. Here's every single thing that I did today. You could even do video blogs, whatever is easiest for you. It needs to be for you though, because nobody really needs to see it. So I wouldn't recommend posting this like on your TikTok. Okay. Just do something really personal to recognize your own cycles. Okay. To see where you can break the cycle. Okay. But that's what's coming for the two of you this week is you're going to see that both of you have kind of been going around in this circle kind of for no reason. I mean, for reasons of learning, but you don't have to go around in this circle. There's an easy way out. Okay, and the easy way out is by light conversation. Okay, not getting caught up in the head trip, but instead speaking it. Okay, in order for integration to happen. All right, and I know it's kind of hard to be able to tell him this, but this is going to be one of those things that you could shortly and concisely text him about. Okay, hopefully you're not spinning around in the same cycle, or do you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again? Just something quick and concise. He'll respond to that. He might not respond immediately, but his energy will respond to that. And make sure that you send that to him energetically and telepathically before you send it to him via text message. Okay, what do we got here? The Five of Swords, underlying energy of what's coming for the two of you this week. There is a sense of disappointment, but this is a sense of disappointment because you both are going to be losing something and changing something, because you're not going to be responding to your cycles the way that you used to in the past. Okay, you're going to be responding to them in a brand new way. All right, hence the comparison card, and it's looking like your egos are going to be tested this week. Okay, your egos are going to be tested within this cycle that you're caught up in. Okay, should I call her or should I not call her? Should I text him or should I not text him? Okay. Usually on day 4 or 5 of my 10-day cycle is when I text him, so I'm not going to text him this time. I'm going to wait until day 10. That's how you change it. You pay attention to yourself and you change your cycles. Okay, but that's what's coming for the two of you this week. Okay. Message from Christopher today. Christopher, what do you have to tell Anna? Christopher, what do you want Anna to know? Knight of Wands, I miss you, girl. Sorry. It came out like just so like Christopher, like I miss you, girl. Okay, but not that I know him or anything, but I guess I'm familiar with his energy. But anyway, Knight of Wands. Okay, his message for you is intensity. Like I miss you. There's another cycle. I miss you so much, and like the underlying energy of what he wants to say is like I've been going through my ups and downs. I've been going round and around in this cycle. Trying to figure out how I can get back to our space of celebration. What else do I need to break down? And these are like questions he's asking himself. I need to do more research on myself. Okay. And so even though I do miss you and I feel all these intense energies and feelings towards you, I'm still working on balancing myself. I'm still going through these ups and downs. Okay, but it's like I intensely miss you. I'm scared that I miss you. I fear missing you. I fear miss you. It's tiring missing you. It's exhausting. It's exhausting having all of these feelings inside that I don't know how to grapple with, and I don't know like even what to do about them. Okay. Let me know how it feels. Okay, let me put you on my list because you said you want to change your 2 or save your 2 for later. Yeah, present for later for sure. Okay, take your time. Let's see. What was the video you recommended for me to watch about twin flames 1111 on YouTube? Let's see. I don't think I suggested YouTube, but go to twinflames1111.com. Just look at the whole website, because every link you click is going to be helpful. Okay, and just follow your intuition and click around. I look at the weekly blogs. She does the astrology. Y'all know I don't do the astrology, but she does the astrology. She breaks it down very well and it's extremely sound. Okay, and so just check out the weekly blog every week. She posts it every Monday morning. I usually get it like at 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and I think we're both Midwest time, Central time. Okay, so yeah, check it out. And the past couple of weeks, I would highly recommend reading last week, like maybe the last 2, and also this week's. Okay. Yes, I got your Cash App. Excuse me, Stacy. That makes sense. Okay, good. Um, all right. So for Stacy, Stacy, let's see what's going on for Stacy. Should I start a YouTube channel doing tarot? Let's see. For Stacy, should she start a YouTube channel doing tarot? Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Got a little bit of both energy here. Okay. You I'm seeing no, you don't want to be left out in the cold. YouTube is just a horrible place to start tarot at this point. And I'm not saying this like, because of me, but like YouTube for tarot, you kind of have to be established, and y'all know I have a very small amount of followers here. Like I have 4,000 subscribers, but I think I have like only like 100 people who pay attention to me. Like, it may be 100 people, it might be like 50. So, like, but not YouTube. The last thing you want is to like put your energy and invest in it, and then it's just like, what was the point of this? Because everybody's a tarot reader on YouTube. And unfortunately, there's some really bad tarot readers on YouTube who just have all these hundreds of thousands of followers and they just don't know what they're talking about. Okay, not saying you won't know what you're talking about, but it's saturated. If anything, try to find a new place, a new place to do it. Okay, because you do need to start some kind of channel or some kind of profile, okay, where you are speaking your mind. Just don't do it on YouTube. Okay, think about the legacy and the action. Yeah, and remember just to not do it for egotistical purposes. So basically the answer is don't do it on YouTube. Look, because you got the star card that came out. You got 3 major arcana that came out. This is beautiful. Okay. Where have you been? Where are you going? Take a rest to know that. Where have you been with tarot? Where do you think tarot can take you? Okay, this is a good time to do some analyzing, do some shadow work, and also do some journaling. Okay, and with the Hierophant, teaching and learning. Okay, and think you want to think about the big industry of Oh, good night, Anna. You want to think about the big institution of tarot and of doing this work and what it means to you. What have you learned about it? What have you taught about it? What can you learn about it, and what are you willing to teach about it? Okay, it's something that you can do. It's something that will be very balancing for you. Just don't do it on YouTube. And even like, I know it's like, oh, let me start off with TikTok. TikTok saturated. Go find a new up and coming social media site. And I've been trying to find like social media sites where it's not that many people on there who want tarot readings, and it's kind of difficult because I mean there's so many social media sites. It's like, where do I even start? But you will find the right one. Okay, just be open and receptive to the answer, and just be one with the experience. Okay, so find a place to do your tarot reading, but find a place where you are going to get attention. YouTube's not the place. Even I'm like, I kind of wish I could shut down my YouTube channel, but I can't, because like then people wouldn't know where to find me, and like I'm just already here, and it's just like I don't need a whole bunch of followers and stuff like that. I mean, it shouldn't even be about that anymore. Let's see, a message from Ja for Stacy. Message from Ja. Message from Ja. And Ja Tony, if you're in the room, she's not talking about you. I was just kidding. But yeah, no, she's not. Okay. Message from Ja. What does Ja have to say to Stacy? What does Ja have to say to Stacy? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of carrying around this burden. I'm tired of carrying around this burden of passion. I'm tired of carrying around this burden of love. Have you feel a lot of emotion from, whoa. That's a lot of emotion coming from a man. It's like I'm just tired of carrying all this around. Like, and I'm tired of feeling like all this pressure and I don't know what to do with it. Like, I know that I need to put down all of this pressure. 1:11 on the clock. I know I need to put down all this pressure. I need to put down these burdens and I need to like connect and I need to express this passion. And I need to find a way to express this love. Okay. And the only way that I can do it is by leaving the past behind. But in order to leave the past behind, like I need to talk about it and I need to sit and reminisce about it and think about where I've been and you know how my love life and how my connection has affected me, my connections and relationships, how they've affected me. And I need to kind of leave that behind in order to move forward. Okay, so that's where he's at right now. It's a very important message. Look, and then you've got the star card. Once again, these two cards go very well together because it's all about looking back, where you've been, and then thinking about where you're going as well. Okay, and then kind of just being in the space, holding space for yourself to shine, and holding space for yourself to make the best choices for yourself. Okay, and so that's where he's at. He just feels burdened by his masculine passion. Randomly, this is the knight, or excuse me, the king of pentacles. This is where he wants to be. Okay, and not just monetarily, but I want to be king of pentacles in my in my love life. I want to be king of pentacles in my work life. All right, and I got all this passion. I need to release it. And if he was saying this to you, this is what he would be doing right now. He'd be like, I need to release it. Looking in your eyes, okay? I know how it feels. I gotta feel the same way about him, about Christopher, yeah. And I also ask myself them questions, yeah. Yay. Okay, I will check it out. Good night and Merry Christmas. Tarot card readings on YouTube is what I'm interested in doing too. Yeah, I mean, by all means, don't listen to me. I will tell any of my clients this. Don't listen to me. Like, follow your heart. If you feel like you should do YouTube, awesome. You're just not gonna get any attention here. Like, I mean, barely. Well, and who knows, you might. Maybe you have more charisma and more marketing experience than I do, but like, it's very time consuming, to build here on YouTube. And I mean, luckily we're in a better place now that we are 4 years past 2018, because in 2018 is when I started my channel. And I like started kind of reaching out to other YouTubers, and I think I reached out too early. I was just reaching out, to see if anybody wanted to collaborate, and not like give me any of their followers, but like to collaborate on some tarot and spiritual type stuff. And that's how I figured out that a lot of, tarot readers and astrologers on here are catty, and they really have no business reading cards because they're just egotistical. Okay, so again, find something that's up and coming. Go to Google Trends and see what is trending with people. Okay, and if y'all just like, look, I just want to go live and do your thing, but YouTube is like dying. YouTube is like a beast that is just like, it's just kind of waiting to die. It's just like, hey, we're here, and whoever's here and established is here and established. But yeah. I hate discouraging people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, with stuff like this, like I want everybody to be like, I want everybody to like have a platform, but find something better than YouTube. Find something better than TikTok, because oh my goodness, I saw this girl on TikTok and she goes, and I think this card means that you're gonna fall in love. And this card means that you're gonna have a great career. And this card means that something bad is gonna happen in your kitchen. Like, I mean, it wasn't those exact words, but like just picking up cards and just saying words, like not even interpreting the actual meaning, just like she had pulled out the 7 of Wands, and y'all, pretty much everyone here, pretty much all of y'all kind of know the tarot. If you've been getting readings from me, you've been doing your own readings for years, okay? You know the tarot. The 7 of Wands does not yield like this great love. That's the one that I remember her pulling out. And it's just like, and I'm like, you have hundreds of thousands of followers like listening to this? Huh. Let's see. Wow, I be feeling him. Yeah, John. That's why it's like his higher self was like, let her know that this is what I'm doing. Like, whew. Oh no, I was going to ask about that. Let's see. Wait. Oh, about YouTube. I'm telling y'all, do it. Try it. There's literally no harm in trying, except your ego might get a little bruised, or it might just be like, never mind. Like, all right, I guess, but please feel free to try. Okay. I know, and everybody's higher selves are like, so that's so sad that there's crappy readers, right, who are like, we're spiritual leaders, and even like one big spiritual leader, what's her name, Teal Swan, apparently there's some controversy around her teachings. Like, apparently she's like literally a fraud, but I don't know all the details behind it, and I'm not one to judge. Everybody just felt like they found a piece of information and they just wanted to kind of run with it. And yes, Stacey, you can save your third question. I'm about to go here soon, y'all. Okay. And yes. I get such a weird vibe off the channelers. Excuse me, Google Trends for social media. Okay, yes, definitely. TikTok is wild for that, right? Just like, and this is the end of a cycle. It's like, what? Just making shit up. Like, at least get yourself a book, and read from it. For the longest time, when I was like just doing random readings for my friends, before I even thought of turning this into a business, I had my book, and I was like, okay, so hang on, let me open this up. Okay, so this means da 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 da. Those are the hot words. Okay, and so the feeling behind it is that, like, and that's how tarot is supposed to be. Let's see. TikTok is wild for that. Oh no, I mean, I wanted to ask about the clickness in the YouTube community. Yeah, I don't know. Some people have clicks here, but I don't know. I don't. I mean, y'all are my clique, but like, as far as like collaborating with other YouTubers, no. I used to connect with this one person, but I don't know. I'm not even gonna speculate about it. Everybody has their own stuff that they're going through, I guess. If I learned that what we do on social media transfers to our dreams. Yes, it can. And when we comment on people's stuff, we interact with them in our dreams. Yes, because that's leaving your energy signature. And then they're picking up on your energy signature, and then you guys are telepathically connected. That's why commenting bad on people's stuff is not cool. And trolling, not cool. Because somebody can be like, okay, your screen name is ... And so ... Yeah, and like, and it's psychic attacking, which is not cool. And I don't think people are doing that too much anymore, or they won't be once Archangel Michael gets his hands on them. Let's see. And when we come into, yes, when they start talking about how, oh, it's good, I think they're on a payroll, right? No, but for real, it feels like propaganda. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is propaganda. That's why like everybody is so like, oh, I love the natural videos where the quality is not that great, and they're like, hey, here, let me pull a product out. Hey guys, I just tried this packet juice. I've been drinking this packet juice for 6 weeks. It's made me stronger. It's made me taller. I can run 6,000 miles an hour off of drinking just this. You guys, buy this packet juice. I'm telling you, it's the and then it's bullshit. It's like, homie, this is a Capri Sun. Like, I mean, like and it's easy to spread propaganda when it's a face that you know and love, and they have hundreds of thousands of followers or millions of followers, and they're selling Capri Sun saying that it'll make your dick grow 5,000 inches. So I'm sorry I had to get a little crude there, but like, yeah, I mean, just whatever. Just like, oh, hey, look at this. It's vegan, but it doesn't do anything for you. Just like hyaluronic acid. Oh my gosh. For some people, hyaluronic acid is good, but for others, like I don't know who is affected by it and who's not. I don't know what kind of groups are affected by it and who's not. But like hyaluronic acid is not for all skin types, because I started using hyaluronic acid on my face, like this kind of this lotion, and I also got some soap. My skin like broke out. Like I got all these like black splotches. Luckily, they're gone. But like I had like these black splotches on my face from hyaluronic acid, and it's just like, because some TikTokers are selling it, and making it sound good. And use the cold juice. I keep thinking of that orange juice they make Scientologists drink. They have a juice. Isn't that like the first rule of joining a cult or religion? Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Isn't that a thing? But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm outie. Happy Happy Monday. I love y'all so very much. Thank you for spending some time with me. I wonder if anybody besides me in the tarot world noticed that ish. Noticed that social media can transfer to our dreams. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else has, but you the way that you put it, you just brought it to my attention. But like it just made that click. Okay. Oh, no, you're not talking about that. What are you talking about? Anybody else in tarot world notice that? Oh, you're talking about like like shady people in the spiritual community. Yeah. I think there are a few people who notice it, but some people are just in denial. Some people are just like, oh well, I have an astrology and I pull tarot card, and it's just like, but what are you doing it for? I'm doing it to help people. And I also think that it's cool that I get to make a living off of it. I get to make a very humble living off of it. As y'all can see, 4 years and I have not moved. I'm supposed to be here, I guess, according to spirit. But yeah. Okay. Okay, no. Let's see. These are the folks Jesus threw the tables upon. Exactly. The fake spiritual community, right? Because the temple, the Jewish temples were like, you're not the son of God. Like, I mean, you're like, how are you going to tell me? And I'm saying you're being humble, and they're the ones who crucified him. Anyway, all right, y'all, I love y'all so very much. Stay in your Thomas Bubble creation. Keep creating for the highest good of all of humanity's work for humanity, work for you. The ET talk and the point break talk was so awesome tonight, y'all. I love you so very much. I'm hoping to have more conversations like this. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm not even going to try to grow my channel. Y'all know how I work. Tell your friends if you feel like they need a tarot reader, holler at me. Okay. And y'all know I'm here. I love the conversation with y'all. I love having y'all here. I love having y'all here. It's like, I wish. Like, anyway, but same times, love of creation, keep creating for the highest good of all humanity. If it's work for humanity, it'll work for you. Shaquille looks just like one of the tarot readers, like identical. Huh. Interesting. Good night. Good night. And I love y'all so very much. 9 times out of 10, I'll be back tomorrow. If not, y'all see me sometime. Okay. And remember, on-call readings. I'm always doing my on-call readings. I do a 24-hour turnaround now. Just in case you just have a question in the middle of the day and I'm not going live, email me. Send your payment via PayPal or Cash App and email me your questions, and I got you. Okay. Shanquilla. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look later because I gotta run to the store. Okay, I love you so very much. Have a beautiful moment, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, bye.